Not gonna take them all out. Here's a chain whip. Here's another device. It's like one of those Asian manriki, Kusari manriki deals. It's just a weighted chain that I made. It's got a lead fishing weight on the end of it. For whatever. Grappling, wrapping, whipping, whatever. I used to carry this around with me for a while. So that's a mess. What is this? Oh, I love little sheet things. Oh, look at this. A little monocular. Monocular? Yeah, look at that. This is going to go into my James Bond. I'm going to actually take this and put this in my James Bond briefcase. I have a James Bond briefcase. It's my spy briefcase. And that's a video that's going to come up soon. And you'll see that. It's got all kinds of gear in it. All my spy stuff. Gadgetry, I have a whole bunch of it. Lockpicks and recording devices and surveillance things and stuff like this in it. So I'm going to put that in there. A little lighter that doesn't light up anymore. Actually, it does still light up. Look at that. It's got a little flying skull on the end of it. See if it still lights. I don't think I can flip it. Oh my god, it actually does. It still works. Oh, shit. Wow. I didn't know that. What else do I got in here? Oh, look at this. Remember these? I don't know if anybody remembers these. I just got these back in the 80s. These catrips. They're called catrips. And they used to use these, like in ninjas used to use these, and medieval people used to use them. And what they are these spiky metal things, little things, and they had spikes all over them. And what they were for is you would have them in a pouch, and you just grab a handful of them, and if you were in a running pursuit, you would take a handful of these and you throw them on the ground as you're running away. And what it would do is it would prevent people from running after you, and they would step on them and hurt their feet, like puncture their feet and stuff. And that's what these were for. You can also puncture tires and stuff like that if you're. It's like an escape and evasion kind of thing. And these were a dime a dozen back then. I think you could get like 20 of them for like $1, and they came stacked. So I have like a whole pile of these in here. I don't know why I needed most of this stuff, but I needed it. Pelican knife. Look at this. Little knife. Pelican neck knife. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Bunch of little knives in here. Here's an idea that I came up with a while back. It was a Kubotan deal. I called this a blood runner. And this never really got off the ground because I didn't know how to carry it. I couldn't figure out a way to make this work so you could actually carry it safely. But what it is, it was supposed to be a Kubotan device, and you could do Kubotan things with it, blocks and stabs and pokes and things. But then on the end of it, it had a broadhead arrow for stabbing and slashing, because it does have sharp edges and you can stab and stuff with it. But it was one of those deals where you could kind of like hang it out of your pocket or whatever, but it was too obvious. And I couldn't figure out a way to safely carry this. And so it never really kind of got off the ground. I was going to make and sell these, but I call this a blood runner. And I don't know, maybe I'll bring this idea back in the future. Who knows? But what else do I got? A couple more items. I got a whole bunch of more stars in here. These from the 80s. A whole bunch of them. And what else? Oh, remember these cheese bag throwing knives from the 80s? These stamped out metal on there were really flimsy and crappy. But they were effective. You could throw these if you know how to throw a knife. You could whip this at somebody and hurt them. What else? What else? A whole bunch of miscellaneous garbage in here. All kinds of weird stuff. Here's another clone There's a clone pocket knife of a Spyderco clone. That's interesting. And what else? Logic tool. A logic tool. You would carry one of these. I don't know if you know what a logic tool is, but it's a little credit card thing, and it's got all kinds of blades, and it's got some little blades and stuff in here, and you can take it apart, and you would stick it in your wallet, and it has all kinds of little tools and stuff in it. Some spikes. Oh, what is this? Oh, this was back in my pyrotechnic days, back in the 80s. That's what these are. This is graphite gunpowder, and this is Princess Pine. Princess Pine powder. And what you would do with this stuff, I learned this in science class, and this is one of the things that stayed with me, is that there's this common plant called Princess Pine, and if you would take it and it had these little tendril things on the top of it, and you would take them and pluck them off, and then you just put them on a piece of paper, stick them in the windowsill and dry them out, and then all the little spores would come out and it would look like pollen. And here's a vial of it. And what it is used in the right situation, you could create flashbangs. It was basically flash powder. It turns into flash powder, is what it is. And you could take it and you could throw it into a flame, and it would just go whoosh. It was flash powder. So it's made from Princess Pine, and you can get it you can find it anywhere. It's a common weed, and that's what that is. That is it. That's pretty much it. That's the arsenal, surprise arsenal in a box. Surprise arsenal in a box. Hope you enjoyed that. I did. This is fun stuff. I hope you have one of these in your house, because everybody should. So, fucking awesome. Brain fart. Anyway,